It's a great celebration, unity, oneness. Our ancestors have paved the way and brought us together. Quilting, storytelling, and we are one people, full of love.
So we're teaching the traditions of Africans, the culture. That's why I tell stories. That's why we sing, we dance, we play drums. And the festival that we do here, the reason for that is to bring everybody back together. Because we are communal, we're not individualist. And that's why it was easy for the outsider, the colonizer, to come to our place and colonize us.
Y ese es el motivo por el cual fue fácil para los colonizadores llegar a estos lugares y colonizarlos a todos, porque al colonizar a uno, colonizaban a todos.
Because we're thinking of all of us as one, and they're thinking individually.
Porque las comunidades pensaban en que cada uno de nosotros éramos todos y ellos piensan en que cada uno de los colonizadores es una sola persona individualista. Get a place where you feel comfortable for writing, and you're going to write something before we go to the quilting part of the workshop, okay? It can be a letter. You can write a letter if you want. So give it some, think about what shape, what form, what type of writing you're going to give this piece. Because we're going to share it with the community.
Hace 30 años vine a este país, tengo 3 hijos, mi padre me trajo a este país y él regresó a México y iba a regresar y ya no regresó porque él murió ya de cáncer.
So her father brought her 30 years ago to this country, and he was going to go back to Mexico, but he died of cancer.
Sí, a veces lo sueño o a veces siento como que si él estuviera conmigo.
And she says that one time she dreamed about him and he touched her cheek like this.
The spirit is alive.
Pero el espíritu queda vivo.
They're alive. So those people we buried in the ground, we call them the living dead.
Los que están enterrados son los muertos vivos.
Because they're there, because the spirit is still alive.
Porque ellos están muertos, pero el espíritu todavía está vivo.
And remember that the responsibility of those spirits, there are 2 spirits. There's one good spirit, there's one evil spirit. So the good spirit always goes back to the maker, where it came from.
Greetings. Elder, how we doing? I got to come see every time I got to come see my brother. Excuse me, guys. I got to see my elder. How you doing, Pops?
All right.
Who's life? Good?
The spirit does for you. The spirit comes back to protect us. That spirit, that good spirit comes back to protect us and to guide us through life's journey.
Okay.
That's what it's going to always do for you. It's going to protect you and and it's going to guide you. So you don't make mistakes. Remember that.
O sea, la manera que quiero que lo pienses, alguien
It was on my Aunt Betty, who is my father's eldest sister, and she led the family migration from South Carolina up to Connecticut, and really out of poverty and just a space where there wasn't many opportunities. What I take from her and her story and the way she told her story is that you mustn't be afraid to leave your current circumstance and create something new if that's what's needed. And what she did was she really helped out the whole family, because after she moved up, everybody came up and lived with her for a time.
Out of her 4 grandparents, she only met one of them, and she brought 2. ¿Era una abuela o un abuelo?
Abuelo,
It
abuelo.
was a
Que
grandpa,
le gustaba mucho jugar los gallos.
maternal grandfather, and he was really into this rooster fights, and he trained them. So he had this. Era el negocio de él.
No, él
No
los
vivía.
llevaba a, sí, los
Oh.
llevaba a pelear en las ferias y ya apostaban ahí
Oh,
fuera.
it was his
Ajá.
business to take
Sobre
this
un gallo.
rooster to different fairs and make money out of the gambling. People were. Okay.
George Clymer
Se llamaba George Clymer.
signed the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution.
Fue uno de los que firmó la Declaración de la Independencia y la Constitución de Estados Unidos.
He is my father's ancestor. My great 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 uncle,
Su tatara tío
Robert Morris,
se llamaba Robert Morris,
is my mother's ancestor.
por el lado de su mamá, porque el anterior era del lado de su papá.
Her name was Martha. My mom's name was Martha Morris.
El nombre de su mamá es Martha Morris.
Back during the Revolutionary War times, Robert Morris also signed the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. There were 2 people that would sign both documents.
El tío por el lado de su mamá era socio de a otro lado de su papá, de su ancestro, y los dos fueron 2 personas que firmaron la Declaración de Independencia y la Constitución. Y eran
Robert Morris was a very wealthy merchant. He financed the Revolutionary War.
Robert Morris era un luchador por la revolución y tenía mucho dinero y pagó la revolución. Puso mucho dinero para la lucha por la revolución.
In doing this, he went bankrupt.
Y al poner todo ese dinero allí se quedó sin nada y se quedó en bancarrota.
Many years later, my mom and dad met each other and married. And I think that's where my revolutionary spirit comes from.
It's just so emotional. I can't get it out nicely. There are words that we don't even know. There are actions that we don't know that really, really hurt. And we smile and we go on. But today, I had to get it out. So excuse me for feeling like that. But it's a feeling that I have. We're talking about feelings today. And I'm very, very sad. I was very proud, but now I'm sad. Because no, we didn't have the advantages. We came on slave ships. We didn't come through Ellis Island. We weren't even allowed to read the Constitution or the Declaration of Independence. We're no closer to independence today than we were when it was written.
When cultures blend, things will be, you know what I mean, sometimes we don't know, you know what I mean, we just sometimes we say things and they may offend others or they may not, but we have to be careful in a sense, because one thing, like one way, basically, like I know what you're saying, like we didn't grow up with the Constitution for us, and to this day it still ain't for us. I know that as a young man, like I know that. And so what she's saying is, you know what I mean, so like what this more about is kind of like showing the struggles and where we come from and things like that. And so since this is, you know what I mean, I guess the topic today was more on emotion, you know what I mean, that emotionally rivaled her, you know what I mean? And so that's all. So she just let me know how she felt. And I'm translating it.
Yeah, so it's good that she's getting it out, and
But
we understand, thank God we didn't go through that, but there's someone,
yeah, to this day we're still, you know what I mean, laws that have been passed, you know what I mean, they're called black codes. They're called, you know what I mean, new Jim Crow, old Jim Crow. All this stuff still exists to this day. You know what I mean? Me, I just know how to be calm. You know what I mean? But people who've been through it years and seen it metamorph into something else, you know what I mean? And they see other people, they see everybody come, benefit, and they still us in the same position, or actually going backwards as a people, but everyone else still kind of, like, hey, well, this is what we benefit, and we're just like, hey, everybody else drinking the juice but us. So I understand, you know what I mean, where you're coming from. But so I chose this amazing background that says the millennials celebrate, 2000. And yeah, because I'm a millennial, and it's not a lot of us, that come out the hood that's still here, and the light, and shine, and so I'm grateful just to be here, to be able to just roll. All right, so as the millennial presents.
Wow.
Pan-African flag. Yeah, and so I was gonna go through all the bad civil codes, but these colors, very important. Represents like the blood of all the people who, still dying, still losing. The black skin, the black codes, the black laws, all the anti-nigger laws and slave codes. That's what they're called and things like that. And the land that we're robbed for, even to this day, they have this. They go back to Africa movement, and they got like Africa is surrounded by 29, American military bases actually right now, but go back.
Yo y me desconecté de todo eso.
Yeah, she used to do that when she was little, and she loved it when she was a kid. And then she says now she has gotten back connected with this.
With the quilt. Has a relationship with that quilt.
Yeah. It's patching, right?
Y bueno, esto es lo que a mí me gusta.
Monica made this cushion or little pillow. Wow.
Una bolsa.
Yeah.
Una bolsa.
De no coser a coser diferente.
Es verdad que no sabía, recuerdan. Una cobija, ¿Recuerdan que quería yo hacer un vestido sexy? Sí. No me dio tiempo. No me dio tiempo y entonces para la próxima.
I wanted to make it a sexy dress, but she didn't have enough time. With a stick to hand.
Oh my God.
Beautiful. ¿Y qué significa para usted los colores y todo lo que
mucha alegría, mucha creatividad. Varias personas y aprender, porque lo que no sabe uno no aprende. Me gustó.
Our hosts here, so because it was all African prints and everything, so I did I picked out all the really bright African-y kind of fabrics to do it with, and then I was making this for my granddaughter, so she just turned a year. And she's on the floor all the time, so I wanted to give her something to sit on.
Y representa, ya ves que era por los que murieron, ¿verdad? Entonces es por mi niña que murió, mi mascota.
She had a daughter who passed away, and she's representing her here. Her pet who also passed away. Two of her pets passed away.
Sí. Y aquí pues los colores floreados por mi abuelita.
Her grandma, the flowers.
Y mi papá.
And this is for his dad, the man.
so awesome.
Yeah.
My quill here.
quilt.
I saw that. This is nice. Yeah, I just wanted to be creative and show that it can also be. You can wear your art too. So that's beautiful.
Emeka nos dice que él está como se siente como un sueño hecho realidad, que pueda tener un grupo tan grande con esta magnitud, haciendo un taller aquí, creando comunidad y compartiendo las diferentes culturas.
It's wonderful. It's a feeling that I've never had. Never. I could think of grateful, happy, all of those words, but there's nothing ever said that I feel right now.
My name is Carl Walton, and wow, I feel amazed, challenged, but learned a lot, just, it's kind of hard to describe. I put it in one word. It's just like, putting a quote together is like putting pieces and putting people, putting body parts together, and then, whoa, you know what I mean? So it's like for people.
The reason to use the makeup is to celebrate the Day of the Dead, and I use the dress, the Nigerian dresses, to connect the two cultures and the two traditions. So we all really, if we check it out, food and everything is almost the same. It's just we come from the same place. We are one.
I am hoping that this is a beginning of more collaborations, because remember, we came together to build a community, and let us be the foundation of this community so that we can bring more people into it. So the first thing I want to say is to extend my warmest well wish for Mr. Castro.
For?
Castro.
Oh. Fernando's life.
Fernando.
He's here watching.
Yeah. I wish him well, because he came here and requested this gathering that we have here.
He made it happen.
And it happened.
Yeah.
So let us all say thank you to him.
Thank you, Fernando.
Fernando, we love you, Fernando. Praying for you, Fernando.
So much, thank you.
He's waiting.
Yeah, and we're going to continue to pray for his speedy recovery.
Smile, everybody, smile.
Yeah.